I only have one recollection of lucid dreaming, and it's because I was keeping a dream journal and trying to lucid dream. Like I was taking steps in order to do so.
Okay.
And what happened was, I was I'd gotten into chaos magic and the occult, and one of the books I was reading, Light Renewal, had a chapter on lucid dreaming, so I was practicing that. And it was just one of the instructions was to keep a journal. Right before you go to bed, you write down, first thing you do when you wake up in the morning is write down what your dream was, and before you go to bed, last thing you do is think about dreaming. So, or remembering your dream at least. So it puts that in your mind that whenever you go to bed, you're going to focus on dreaming, and then because when you wake up, you're going to write it down. That's in your mind already. So
what kind of dream was it?
it's really weird. I was trying to, one of the things the book asked me to do was pick a focus and try to manifest something within your dream. So I focused on a black cat, and I was trying to get a black cat to appear in my dream. And I wasn't able to do that, but what the dream was, I was in this a very large house, and I go up the stairs, and there's this dread, this ominous feeling in the pit of my stomach. And I open this door to a bedroom, and I see all these people with animal masks on, and they're all naked, and they're having this orgy. And it's very Eyes Wide Shut kind of thing. It's just some secret organization, giant sex orgy thing. And I realize I'm not supposed to be saying this. This is something private. So I immediately start running. I run down the stairs, and people start chasing me out of the house. And I run outside, and I take a wrong turn, and I'm got my back to this wooden fence. And this guy, runs out, corners me with a shotgun. And I remember thinking oh, I'm about to die. He's about to kill me. And there was time slowed down. It's I'm just waiting for this guy to pull the trigger and kill me. And then I realize I'm dreaming. It's oh, shit. So, I become aware of that, and I lose all fear of the situation. I realize I'm in control, and I kind of force push him away, and he's goes flying. And then I just I'm oh, this is sick. So I just take off and start flying. And I remember the dream started dissipating and breaking down at that point because I was waking up. But one of the last things I remember is just the way the wind felt, and the hearing the leaves rustle in the ear, in my ear next to me. And it's so real, they're indistinguishable from reality, even though I was aware I was dreaming.
Yes, I do. I've had all of those elements, in dreams before. The fear of being chased, the ability to fly, the ability to move things, as you say, force move things with your mind. Let me ask you a question. When you were flying and things started to dissipate, did you start to spin out of control?
Spin. It's the visual aspect was ending. It became patchy with black spots, and then eventually that died. And then I was just looking at the inside of my eyelids, and then I opened my eyes and I was awake. It's
okay. Right.
Yeah.
The only reason I ask is because when I used to have a lot of flying dreams, whenever I would lose control of the flight, things would just start to spin out of control.
I don't think
dream I've ever had, though, can I tell you real quick?
No, go ahead.
Was one where I was sleeping next to a girlfriend at the time, and I woke up looking at the ceiling, and I turned to her, and I thought I was awake, and she turned into a cat or something, And so then I woke up again, and I woke up from that dream probably about 10 times in a row, and it was terrifying because I didn't know whether I was stuck. I thought I was stuck, actually, and the feeling came over me that I might be in a coma. That was pretty bizarre and pretty scary, actually.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah. That sounds almost like what is it when people sleep paralysis? It's like when you look at I've experienced that something similar to that where when I was very young, it's like one of my earliest memories of a dream, you know, and I was probably like 5 or 6 years old, and I remember this. There was like this cartoon, just like stereotypical cartoon witch, and I'm looking at her, and it's just like it's cartoony, you know. It's not something I would think is scary now, but as a kid, it was terrifying. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, okay, I'm dreaming. So I close my eyes, and I'm like, I'm gonna wake up, but I'm like locked into this dream. So I open my eyes again, and she's like 10 feet closer, and I try it again, close my eyes, open them again, she's closer, you know. And I've heard people experience that with their eyes open, where it's like they'll be awake, but it's in like with their eyes open, but their body's still asleep, and they'll see something, some kind of hallucination in the room with them, and it's usually something scary and intimidating, and there's like a gripping fear associated with that.
Yeah, yes, it seems to be a recurring theme that in the states between awake and dream is when you have some intense experiences,
Mm-hmm.
right? And when you seem to be kind of aware of things in the physical realm that you're not usually aware of when you're totally awake, that are perhaps there the whole time.